Get the record. I can go fighting all day.
No, you can't.
You just want to fight just for them.
We don't want to hurt you.
You just want to show.
Because we can't
want you to. I'm here because I want you. I want you to. You want
down on the ground because he wanted to touch me.
I got it. I'm recording.
What's up, you guys? It is Mary.
And Emma.
And today we are back with another review of something very interesting that was happening in society today. I think this person, they had posted something about their father being kind of aggressive and kind of violent. They posted on Facebook. And I think really it was about the father kind of like, I think the father has these several children by this woman. And they're no longer together. They were in the mother's home, and the mom was at work at the time. And the father kind of like has got into this argument with his sons. And he did end up being violent with the sons. And I think one of the sons actually ended up knocking him out for disrespecting their mom. But we just wanted to talk about it. But Alma's going to give you guys the full background of the video.
I mean, you've pretty much said it. It was just, I don't know if it was one of those things that are going viral, but it was just so sad. It was so sad to me. The father, it seems like they have 5 kids, because I saw 2 daughters and 3 sons, right? And the mom was not home, but obviously she trusts the father to come and see them. Because he's in the house. Okay, it looks like, he's in the house or the apartment, but he's in their space. Okay, and he's going back and forth. Just the language that is being used on both sides, right? Language that, like, you should never call your child that, and child certainly shouldn't call their parents names either. But it was just so sad to me. The mom is not there. She's at work. The father, for what the son says later on, is that the father was like insulting the mom to the children. And so that's how the argument starts. And then the father gets aggressive because, I mean, the kids are standing up for their mom in her absence. And so it just escalates. And you see, thank God for the 2 children, the sister, which I always say, girls, women, don't get involved. You see 2 men, 2 boys fighting. Don't put your body in harm's way.
Yeah.
Don't, because they are stronger than you. They will always be stronger than you, okay? And they can handle it because they're built to handle whatever punches or whatever is thrown. Because there's this point where after he hits the son, he slaps the son, even leaves like an imprint on the son's face, right? The daughter, because the son now is advancing to the father, and the daughter tries to get it, like puts her hands out like to cover the father. And the father pushes her so hard that she stumbles on the son. Like, in that moment, he's so enraged that he doesn't even take care for his own daughter, who is trying to protect him,
Yeah.
I mean, it was just awful when you see it. Are you going to show some of the video, Mary?
Yes, I will. I'll probably put in the beginning of this video so people can see.
Yeah, so he starts to try to hit the son, and the son, after he hits him and the son, now they start to tussle, and then another son just knocks him out. Now, we don't see the knockout. We just see the father just on the floor, which is just incredibly sad. And the other daughter trying to minister to him, and it takes him a while to even try to get up. And so the son was later on, after this whole thing has calmed down and all this stuff. I mean, at one point he's yelling at the sister, like, I mean, how, like, are you, like calling you, like saying, why can't you see the way he is and stuff like this? But the sisters end up leaving with the dad. But the son was saying he's 16. One of them is 16. I don't know how old the other ones are. He seems to be maybe like the middle son. Like there's an old one looks older and then the one looks younger. But he was saying for all his life, his father has always like beat him, like always beating him, right? And when he was 15, up until the time he was 14 years old, he apparently was with his dad. And then he left when he was 15 and went, moved in with his mom.
Right.
Um, and the father will come to the house and he will be aggressive and he won't say anything or whatever. He's like, but he's not like he's not gonna be there and be like and have him put his hands on him anymore. Because now the sons, you look at them and they're all taller. They all look to be taller than the dad, except for one of them who seems to be the same height. But the one who he seemed to be really, really like trying to fight with, I mean, he's taller than the father,
Right.
Like it just, man, there are certain ages you got to really get a hold of your children, right? You have to really establish some kind of rapport with them. And
Yeah.
that's really before they reach that age of 14. If they
Right.
reach that age of 14 and you have been a jerk, you have been a bully, because that's what it sounds like. You've been beating him, like he was saying, all his life. So when you're beating a child all the time, anything that happens, you're beating the child. The child does not even know like the right from the wrong. Like, what are you beating them for?
Yeah.
They just look at it as this is just your way of just like humiliating them and all of that. And just the things he was saying to the son too. I mean, it was really sad. Like you want fathers, parents to be there to hold this child, like to comfort them, to be there for them. And that was not the case at all with this
Oh,
guy, and the other thing that got me too was that the mom trust for you to go to the house, maybe visit with your kids. He was even there warming up his food and all that stuff. She's trusting that you're going to do right by the kids, only for her to come home from work. They didn't even bother to call her. They waited until she got home from work to tell her what happened. I mean, at one point, the father has thrown milk jug at the house, on the wall. He has like gone all over the place, was throwing a broom around as if he's like trying to mess up the woman's home that she
yeah.
has trusted you to come to hang with your kids, to give you that space, only
Right.
for you to be yelling, yeah, I can talk about your mom any way I want, I can do whatever the hell I want to do to her. Like, no, actually you can't. You
Yeah.
can't. You can't, just like you can't beat your child whenever you want to, right? You can discipline them. You can't beat them whenever you want to. You can't, curse the mom out whenever you want to. No, it's not okay at all. And now you have your son knocking you out. And so the mom told the son, look, because people wanted to know, um, hey, what did your mom say? And the mom, he said the mom let him know, he's not supposed to come to the house anymore. That's it. That's number one. If he ever makes his way into the house and he puts hands on you, then you are to, go to town on him, which we don't condone violence on this thing, I will say just call the police. And he said he didn't want to call the police on his dad because he didn't want to escalate it. And the thing is, you hear the father keeps on saying, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. We'll see what the judge says. And I'm like, but you keep on advancing. It's like you say you want to call the police as you are instigating stuff. But it was just
Yeah.
horrible. It was just really sad to see. Like
And I think at one
I
point the
don't
father
condone
actually,
children putting their hands on their parents because I feel like it's such a, like it's all, you want to get your blessings and all that stuff. But I mean, I don't know.
I do feel
I
like,
don't know.
I mean, I feel like with the whole father thing and stuff, like even like in, I think the son had even said that, well, not the son, but the father admits that he actually shows them his Johnson, like his private part, to
Yeah,
the
that there was
sons
some weird
for
stuff. Yeah,
whatever.
what is that for? What is that? It's like, is that some like sexual
Like,
harassment or sexual assault? Like, what is that? What are you showing that for?
I feel
So
like with the
inappropriate.
father, I feel like there are, now I don't condone violence against parents, but I also do believe that, when you are a parent, there's a way that you conduct yourself. And if
Yeah,
you're just if thinking, oh, I have a child and I can do whatever whenever I want to because I gave birth to you and all that stuff, that's not the case. You can't go
yeah,
around abusing your children, being
yeah,
physically, emotionally, and verbally violent and abusing them and think that that's
yeah,
okay. Like, I believe that if your parent has been doing it for a really long time and it actually is abuse, then I do feel like a child has the right to defend themselves, at the appropriate
absolutely.
time. And he's being very
Yeah,
inappropriate. You're coming into the mother's home, you're being disrespectful, you're cussing them out. Like, I would always say walk away first. But if it's to the
yeah,
point where it's like physically violent and you're like putting my life in danger and all that stuff, absolutely, I think that a child should defend themselves because some parents get children. Some people just shouldn't have kids. Like sometimes some people
yeah,
are parents and they
yeah,
have this mentality that, oh, you're my child. I can do whatever, whenever. I can hit you. I can abuse you. I can do this. I can inflict pain on
yeah,
you because you're my child. Like,
yeah,
God didn't give you a child so that you can let
yeah,
them be your personal punching bag or take out your effed
exactly.
up issues out on them. That's not what children are for, and that's not how you
The
raise
children
children.
don't even
So
belong to you. They don't even belong to you. That's like a misconception. The kids don't even belong to you. They're a gift from God Himself for you to be their guardian, to
right.
to to guide them to Him.
Yeah.
You know, like it's something that He entrusts you with.
Right.
It's a job that you take very seriously. It's something that you take with reverence, with honor, right?
Right.
And like showing them your stuff. What I don't know. This man, I don't know if he's jealous of these boys. I'm not sure why you would show that. Why does another man show another man? Just let's think about just friends. I don't even think friends. Are they showing their stuff to each other?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, who does that?
Very abnormal. That's why I think the father is just out of pocket. So when I saw the video and I was seeing the way the father was acting, I was like, I'm glad the son knocked him out. Like I was very happy. I was like, good. Because, some
Yeah,
people just are out of line. And sometimes, unfortunately, parents, they're not
yeah,
perfect human
unfortunately,
beings.
yeah,
They're not. They're a flawed
yeah,
human being, and they
yeah,
they have been chosen to raise you and stuff. But no parent is perfect, and
yeah,
sometimes some parents
yeah,
are really crazy and out of pocket, and sometimes you have to defend
yeah.
yourself and everything. But if
I
he's
know,
been
and that's yeah.
you don't
Go
want it to
ahead,
have
go
to
ahead,
come to
girl.
that. It's you don't want it to have to come to that, but sometimes in certain cases it is necessary.
But
But
it
I do
is.
think it's unfortunate, and that's why you also have to watch who you have children with, because I
Mm,
feel so
mm,
bad for
mm,
the
mm.
daughter, and I would not be surprised if she unfortunately got into a situation with somebody who was abusive. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
these are
because this is
types
what she knows.
this is what she knows, and
Yeah.
he's just so
Mm.
crazy and out of pocket. It's just so ridiculous. It was really ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it is ridiculous. I mean, and you got three sons. You got three sons that are bigger than you. And like the guy was saying, the guy who yeah, I saw this on his thing. He was saying like you gave birth to your three enemies. They shouldn't be your enemies. You
Yeah,
shouldn't be looking at them as your enemies. Like the way you're treating them, like crazy.
yeah, yeah. You
And
can't
and
just
will not walk away. He will not walk away. He kept on going out of the house, coming back inside, kept on advancing towards them. Like he could not self-soothe. He couldn't calm himself down. had zero control over himself. He was so highly emotional. This father, like, how
Yeah.
do you even want them to respect you as men? You can't
They
even
don't.
control yourself.
Yeah.
They were more control than him.
Yeah.
He totally lost his shit. I was just like, damn, bruh. Ugh, it was very, very sad. I felt so bad for the mom. I felt so bad for the daughters. My heart broke for the sons, you know?
Yeah.
I felt bad for the father there on the floor. I mean, I did. I felt really bad for him.
Yeah.
It took a while for him to get up. The son told me, like, yeah, I
Crazy.
mean,
Crazy. Oh God.
well, you can get down in the comments. Tell us what you think about this. I mean,
Like, there
I
are
do not know
there
if this,
cases
I didn't
where,
even know. I didn't even know if this was a skit, but I don't think it was because he was saying that he said because people wanted to have the father's Facebook information because they wanted to go there to, I guess, rip him a new one, and he was like, he's not gonna give it now. He's like, but he, in a sense, he has kind of like let the father know, like, if he does this kind of stuff anymore, he's going to set the world on him. Like, he's going to um you know let them have let the world have his Facebook information so they can tell him off and stuff like that. um your father obviously needs counseling. The whole showing your private parts to your sons in that kind of way, I don't know what went on. Maybe he's been sexually abused, the father. Maybe he needs counseling, because I don't know what that's about. I don't
yeah.
know if something happened to him recently, and so I don't know that he's, maybe someone messed with his manhood, and I don't know. Like, he's showing them himself to say, "I am a man." I don't know what that was all about. If you guys know what that was all about, please let us know, because I never,
I don't know if I want to
no,
know actually.
I don't understand what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah. The whole
Anyway,
thing was just
yeah.
sad. But y'all let us know how y'all feel in the comment section. Do you feel like there are cases where it's okay for a child to put their hand on their parent, or are you just like, no, then by no means necessary is that allowed? Like, or if you are you like kind of in the middle? Are you like on the child side where they have every right to defend themselves or whatever the case may be? I'm
Yeah,
sure
and if
y'all
you
get down
have
in the
some
comment section.
encouraging words, yeah, if you have some encouraging words for all of these, this whole family, if you have some encouraging words for all of them, please let us know.
We would appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, we would appreciate that for them. Yeah.
Yes, y'all. But we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.